Throw today.
All right, and we've got that 3-2-1 pills starting us off. And interesting top line for Floyd. Not a lot of access to red. Looks like he's going to run out of access to blue later on in the board, though. So it's going to be an interesting setup and kind of similar for Betty.
Yeah, Betty had a nice little horizontal play early on, and Betty is an excellent horizontal Dr. Mario player. But the tricky part of this board is just finding a way to get through all of this red. She got a. This is exactly what. Nice combo by Betty.
Yeah, that's some real forward thinking there. All right,
Yeah.
so Floyd playing now 2 viruses behind, and again, lack of access to one color is kind of becoming an issue. This time it is yellow. So it looks like it's, top game it was lack of access to red, then lack of yellow, and now it's going to be lack of blue here shortly. So the game really not being particularly nice to our two-time champion.
Yeah, it's right now it's very even in virus count, but you figure Betty would really like to get maybe a red yellow right now to get this nice drop horizontal log. Okay, she's seeing further down the board. Look at that combo right there.
Yeah,
Betty is
manufacturing.
yeah, one of our
Go ahead.
better combo players.
And I love this setup for her. I believe she even waited on a red to get a red yellow so she could make this combo. Floyd going to be out first though at a 136. Betty going to be right behind at a 143. So real close between these two. You can chalk up that difference pretty much to just RNG.
Yeah, sometimes that's just the name of the game, but Betty has a possibly was realizing that she needed a double yellow to trigger that combo and decided, you know what, I'm not going to wait for that. I'm just going to clear this out conventionally.
Fantastic swim for Floyd there to get on into his column 3 and get a virus out of the way so that he could drop an extra piece and it not be garbage. It was really, really solid. And man, oh man, he's lacking access to blue, but at this point, everything is so ready to be used in combos. I don't think it's going to be a problem for him.
Yeah, and while Betty was trying to clean out all that garbage on the top of her board, Floyd has taken a 16 virus lead.
Yeah, Betty with a good combo there to bring her board level down. That's going to be very helpful. But she's still now 18 viruses behind as Floyd really just put the Jets on in this level and has gotten, I mean, we talked about how unfavorable that last board was. This one hasn't been just peaches and cream, but he has really found a good way through it. He's out at a 312.
Great 9 for Floyd. Looking at this 10, not a whole lot of double clear opportunities. This board looks pretty tricky right now.
Yeah, but he's finding a way through it, forcing himself into some garbage. That's going to be, it's not major garbage. It's just what he needed in order to get the combo done the way he wanted to. Meanwhile, Betty looking at some horizontals here. I like this horizontal setup. She's going to go ahead and take this one there. I think that's the right call. You run into the chance of forgetting on that left side. 356 is going to be Betty's time out of a level 9, joining Floyd here in level 10. And, her board, it's a board. There's nothing really standing out about it.
Just a lack of yellow access, apparently. Looking at this board, yeah, she has a couple of pills that she can use here to help. And okay, and it looks like now her combo is set up. Now she just needs to drop it down, and there it is.
Beautiful play from Betty, but Floyd, you can see already at the bottom of his level 10, and yeah, it's he's gonna need some red, and I'm sure he's not particularly happy that he just blocked off both avenues of access to that one in column 7, but quickly he finds his way through that And yep, avoids making a real issue with the combo by putting his timing in right and just needs a red. Now he's going to be out at a 507.
507, a really good time to be at a level 10 in. Betty's board looks pretty clean for the most part. She's 15 viruses back right now, which is a tough deficit to overcome. But looking at Floyd's early board here, I like how packed it is at in the middle. I like the amount of double clears I see.
If he could just get the right pills to go over it, that's been the real issue so far. He's having to do a lot more garbage control instead of, virus destruction. And that's never fun to be doing when you're in the middle of a speed run.
Yeah, those red fragments on the top of column 5 are taunting him a little bit, cutting off his only access to yellow viruses. And he's got that taken care of now. And it
Betty's
is.
out at a. Go
Sorry, go
ahead.
ahead.
I was just gonna say Betty's out at a 606. I think you were gonna give a very similar thing after what was one of the biggest combos we've seen all tournament. Just a shattering of viruses on the right hand side of that board to really make the end game just not even a thing. But yeah, like you said, Floyd's still holding on to the lead here, and about 15 virus difference.
Pretty comfortably right now. This deficit was 27 earlier though, and now it's 15. So Betty managing to make up some ground here. It might be too little, too late because Floyd's only got 4 viruses left now. Let's see if
Yeah,
he
this
decides he wants to go up and get that vertical, or if the doctor is just going to keep giving him blue and just say just clear it vertically.
yeah, he's building that bridge and gets exactly what he needs. Out at a 709. That's a good time for Floyd. So GG's to him, and we will be ready to get started for our next game. Betty sees the writing on the wall and goes ahead and restarts.
Yeah, she got that little panini at the end, and and then she just kind of bowed her head a little and said, "Let's just go to the next game."
Yeah, I mean, you're always working on that next combo, and you got to get it before you give up.
Yeah.
Totally understandable.
So we have a ready for game 2 from Floyd. He has a 1-0 advantage so far in this matchup.
All right. Betty again trying to avoid getting swept here, as has been what happened to every player who has come out of this tournament so far. And we do have both players going right along.
Floyd decides to go
Uh,
ahead and take the horizontal. He doesn't mind having a little bit of extra garbage there. He's got a nice horizontal clear set up.
yeah, good smart plays for him on that left side. Betty is trying to work this right side of the board. It's a little bit more stacked up on that side. And I think she was thinking about taking the horizontal, realized that it might cause some drop time, also that she had a triple waiting, and decided to go another route, holding on to a slim lead of 4 viruses, and yep, holding on to it right now.
Yeah, the story of Floyd's board was that on the right hand side he had all red and blue, and he still attacked it even though he was getting some yellow in his pills. Just taking the garbage and doing the best he can with it. It was just a matter of setting up bracket clears, and so far he's done a pretty good job with it.
Speaking of setting up clears, you see Betty on the right-hand side decides to go ahead and yeah, burn that combo through. She'd been waiting on that one for a minute. And I think once she realized she had an undertuck opportunity on the right-hand side of her board, it would be, or on that, sorry, column 3 there, it wouldn't be too big of a deal if she just went ahead and took care of it. Now she's set up to where she just needs a couple of Red blues, never mind. Just needs the blues and a blue and a red. She's going to be out of this level 8. Ooh, just after Floyd. Floyd out of 148, Betty out of 150. So, very, very close game here.
Yeah, Betty did a nice job closing the gap quickly because Floyd was starting to build a decent sized lead. Looking at Floyd's board though, I like his double opportunities. Oh, and he sees exactly what he wants to do with that. A tee into a draw clear.
Smart play from Betty as well, getting that huge combo, getting that tee going. And now Floyd, as you said, just trying to work his way down this board. Very smart plays from him, but he's really stacked up on that right hand side. Of course, there's nothing below it, so if he can figure out a way to get it, kind of the last thing that he's doing, it won't cause a whole ton of drop time.
Yeah, right now, looking at Betty's board, there's just a lot of garbage in the middle of her board to worry about. Now she's got a nice L clear set up. I don't think she wanted to put that double yellow there, but it might be a bit of a moot point. Okay, looks like we got Floyd back. And he's looking squeaky clean right now on level 9.
Yeah, everything. It looks like we still get a little bit of a hiccup. It's all right. We will get everything running back. In the meantime, we'll keep watching what Betty's got. We do have Floyd again. And smart plays here from Betty. But yeah, like you said, I think that double yellow might have been a bit of a problem. We're going to wait and see kind of how she attacks. Uh, I do like this setup here. That's going to take out a lot of garbage as we do see Floyd on into level 10. Betty hoping for, I think, a blue red would be ideal for
Yeah, okay, there's the blue red she needed, and now she can drop everything down. Yeah, this has been a pretty tricky endgame for Betty thus far.
her. Yeah.
Oh, she got
Ooh.
caught in the middle there and ended up putting that double red on the top of column 3, unfortunately. But she's clean and ready to finish this level.
Yeah, Betty, of course, one of our high speed players. Floyd, one of our medium speed players. And yeah, Betty takes a look over, sees that Floyd is quite a bit into this level and making really good plays to continue on. So she knows she's behind the 8 ball, but she's not going to give up.
Yeah, this endgame from Floyd though looks really clean. He's going to need a little bit of blue help, but this is no problem at all. He's probably going to be out of here under 5 minutes. Don't do
Assuming
it,
the
Dylan.
blues show.
There we go. 448 out of 10.
And that is extremely fast. And just I love the diversity of his top line here. That is going to make the next part of this level really fast as well. And yeah, goes ahead and takes the drop. It's going to create some garbage, but at this point, oh, did not take the cross clear there. That would have cleaned up his garbage. But at this point, he doesn't have any blues, so anything with blue is going to be garbage. So you may as well make a little bit extra.
Yeah, he's still playing this very straightforward, and why not? He has a pretty big lead on Betty right now, and honestly, the right hand side of that board looks like it could potentially be problematic. Like you'd love to horizontally clear those two reds in row number 6, but to do so would require cleaning out column 6 to a point where you can do that. So it is a future play, but it's also it also might potentially hamper you if you deliberately try to go for it. So let's see how Floyd decides to attack the left hand or right hand side of his board.
Meanwhile, you see Betty with a bit of a head shake there. She sees this the chances kind of slipping away. That column 8 blue that she just cleared out, tucked in down there, that was real tough on her. She's out at a 621. She's got one level left to go, and Betty's like a goonie, never say die. So she's gonna push right through this, and I love this double red for her. and she's going to keep on going. But yeah, Floyd with just now needing a handful of yellows, just 3 left. Where are they going to show up? There's 1, 2, and 3, and Floyd out at a 655.